Sorry for having this preview pretty late, but yeah, man, I'm just gonna have it out on game day. But yeah, I was busy throughout the week. I couldn't record, but better late than never, right? So yeah, welcome back to another Ravens preview. We are in week 5. The Ravens will be playing at home Monday Night Football. The day we're recording, I'm recording it and uploading it. Against the Colts. Ravens are 3-1. Colts are 1-3. The Colts had a win last week. It's same for us. Like their first win was last week. Our third win was last week. A very nice win for the Ravens last week. The Broncos, who were undefeated. We just came there and then did business. That is pretty much it. That's pretty much what we did. So it's a good sign to see. A good sign. I'm pretty sure it was an upset as well because I think with the spread they had, I think a 2 point. I think they were 2 point favorites or something. I think they were 2 point favorites. So they weren't, so spread wise we were the underdogs. So I'm gonna consider it an upset. But yeah, man. I mean, the resiliency of this team is incredible. I mean, this team, man, after all the unfortunate stuff that happened before the regular season started, even this team is still remains amongst the best and is 3-1. Only one OT loss to Vegas away from being undefeated. So yeah, man, very proud of this team. All three of our starting running backs went down with season-ending injuries, along with Marcus Peters, who is our star cornerback, alongside Marlon Humphrey. Just injury after injury. We haven't gotten any healthier this season. Like, as it went by, we got more injuries. I mean, when we could have easily been nothing, the coaching staff and this team were determined to show that none of that would affect our season at all. Tons of players and positional groups have stepped up while there has been an absence of others. And they never gave up. The players who are not having season-ending injuries, we're going to get them soon. Get these key players back soon. That will make us much, much stronger moving forward. And man, before we get into the comparison, I'm going to talk about the receiving core here. Because that is one thing very promising about the Ravens at the moment this season. And how it has played as well. The group, it had talent. Everyone knew this, as the Ravens have invested a ton into this group. Their progression really relied on two things: Lamar Jackson improving as a passer and better coaching. Well, so far this season, Lamar has been more accurate as a passer, and T. Martin and Keith Williams are already showing to be much better than David Culley. Of course, David Culley was not good, okay? As a pass game coordinator, he has a track record of not being good as well. I mean, he was the wide receiver coach when no wide receiver on the Chiefs scored a touchdown that year in like 2014. So we should have never hired him. So yeah, I've been impressed with the Ravens passing game so far. While Lamar will probably never be a dominant passer like Mahomes or Rodgers, he's proving that the Ravens have more than a capable passing game, and teams can no longer stack the box against us, which, if they do, at this point, they're going to pay. It's going to make this offense way more versatile and dangerous moving forward. So yeah, our passing game has really gotten improvement in this season so far. We've seen instant improvement. Okay, compare the offenses first off here. So, as you see here, passing game. We have a better passing game than the Colts. Oh boy. And by the way, fun fact. Lamar himself has more yards than the entire Colts offense this season. Fun fact. So the Colts have a pretty bad passing offense this season. 25th in the NFL. We are 13th in the NFL. That is a very good sign. Extremely good sign, honestly. So that's, yeah, pretty much that. What else? Running. It's taking a bit of a regression, like a little bit. We would be first. Now we're third. So yeah, a bit of a regression, but we have the chance to break a record if we go over 100 yards this game. So I think it's going to be into players' heads right now. It probably will. But yeah, scoring-wise, the Colts have had trouble scoring. They've had trouble scoring points, putting points on the board. And we haven't. We really haven't in all the 3 games. We haven't had trouble, really, as a whole. We put up a lot of points every game. But, yeah, man, 8 in the NFL. So our offense has a big advantage over theirs. So I do not think they would keep up, really. I do not think they would, honestly. But, yeah. Okay, defensively. It kind of looks like the Colts have been pretty good at defending the pass here. If you look at it, looks good. Top 10. We've had trouble with yards, allowing a lot of yards, especially in the first 2 weeks. Especially in the first 2 weeks, we've been bad against the Lions and against the Broncos. We've been good, so I'm seeing improvement. Run defense-wise, they're top 15, we're top 10. Good D-line. And, I mean, that one game where we struggled against the Lions, we had 4 D linemen out. So that is why we struggled that game. So that's pretty much it. Points-wise, we're not allowing... Both defenses are not allowing a lot of points. So that's, I think it could be... It's not going to be a defensive battle, though. It's not going to be. But, again, I think our defense is better than theirs, even when injured. And our offense is better by decent margin. So we should not have much trouble in this game. Keys to beating the Colts. Offensively, we're going to start with that. Protecting Lamar. Just like last week, but it's not only protect Lamar from sacks and like all these pressures and shit like that. It's also protect him from players, because Lamar has had a lot of hits. Okay, he's been hit a lot. No calls at all. But I think it's the O-line's job to just keep players away from him. At some point, it's you gotta tell the O-line, hey, protect Lamar at all costs. The Broncos were hitting him. Literally trying to injure him, pretty much. But, yeah, man, it's that simple. Secondly, mistake-free football. Mistake-free football. We've seen how well this team plays when we do not turn over the football. Last week, it was the only week we have not turned over the football at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you know how it did? Pretty well. We held the Broncos to 7 points, first off. And we beat by double digits. So again, if we do not make any mistakes, if we don't turn over the football, we win this game by double digits. Easily. So it is very important to do so. And yeah, man. Another thing I've liked last game that we should do tonight is continue getting everybody involved. And in everybody, I'm saying receivers, running backs, everybody. We've seen how well it has paid off against the Broncos. You had James Prochet and Devin Duvernay getting some time. James Prochet had a pretty good game. He had a good game. He played very well last week. He got touches and then he capitalized. So I would love to see that happen week to week. We just rotate guys in, out, get everybody involved. Like, give everybody the ball, spread it, because it was very nice to see. It was very nice to see James Prochet getting receptions and getting big yards. So that's something we should continue doing tonight and moving forward. Defensively, first things first, get to Wentz. Carson Wentz at quarterback, he played well. He played well and he's enjoying a nice rebound. However, he sprained both his ankles at the same time this season, which is going to hurt his mobility. So I can guarantee you the Ravens are going to blitz him heavily. We should blitz him heavily. We definitely should. And we shouldn't really stop. I'm not saying send 7 people, but blitz a decent amount, like we always do. And on top of that, the Colts offensive line has been great over the past few years, but they're missing Quentin Nelson. So that is a big blow. And on top of that, they've suffered massive regression this season. So we just got to get to Wentz. Be sure to do that and win this game. Wentz is not going to be able to move. So yeah. Secondly, run stuff. The Colts have an absolute hammer at running back in Jonathan Taylor, who can definitely make the Ravens pay if they try to arm tackle or shoulder hit. You know, he's pretty much one of those dangerous guys on the Colts. And they have another running back in Nyheim Hines, who's an athletic running back who definitely would scare defenses as a pass catcher out of the backfield. And I'm going to expect them to run the ball a lot. Because at receiver, they don't really have much. Like, Michael Pittman Jr. is a big physical receiver, and he's been their go-to. But he's not some superstar or anything. But I still expect Marlon to be matched with him a lot. But yeah, the fact that they do not have any weapons at receiver, really, it's going to it gives us a big advantage. Honestly, it gives us a big one. So that's honestly, I expect Marlon Humphrey to lock him up, and he doesn't do any damage. But what we need to do this game, be sure to get to Wentz. Tight coverage, of course. Even though Michael Pittman is no Devontae Adams, we should be sure to keep him in check, because he's their go-to guy in the passing game. So just keep him in check right there. And they're gonna run the ball more than they pass, because they're better at it, first off, and second of all, they're pretty dangerous at it as well. Like, it's probably worse now because they lost Quentin Nelson, but it's still dangerous. Nyheim Hines is a speedy guy. Jonathan Taylor, absolute hammer. So players to watch: Nyheim Hines, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr. And Wentz, with Wentz, we should be able to not give him much time to throw the ball. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. The Colts are a depleted team, but we should not take them lightly like we did against the Lions. But I'm very confident in this game that we can win. The Colts are no Chiefs or anything else. But yeah, these were the keys. And let's get right into the score prediction. So for my score prediction, what I'm gonna have, uh, I'm gonna have the Ravens winning 28-13 against the Colts. I don't expect it to be a super high scoring game, but if it is, I'll take it definitely. I'm definitely taking it. But yeah, man, I think we should be able to shut down their offense and get some points on the board. For us, we should be able to get some points on the board, especially with how we've been playing through the air. So yeah, the Ravens offense is not an offense that's one dimensional anymore. So that's a good sign. So if they have if they don't have a weakness, I mean, look at the Broncos. Like, they've been pretty good as a defense before we played them, and then we just came there and then acted like it was nothing. Like Marquise Brown destroyed their secondary. Our receivers did very well, but yeah, we should be able to take them down and improve to 4-1, and we take the AFC North alone. So that's a great sign if we do win. So see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts and your feeling about your game, about this game, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.